Also, if anything wants to sound good. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Now my voice is audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Moving to next one. If you go to the fundamental definition of decision theories, it is a process of selecting act out of several available alternative course of actions, just to be the best action according to the some predetermined criteria. So we have the criteria. Suppose you are going to select a logistic agency for transportation of goods. That means you have to choose the best alternatives course of action in case of logistic activities, and they will provide the best solutions in case of your situation, or there should be a predetermined criteria, especially reference to shipping of goods and services. In case of decision theory, the main objective is, or you can say it is the aim of decision theory is to help decision maker in selecting the best course of actions from among us the available course of actions. Moving to next one. In case of decision theory, the most important thing, it is divided into two types, which is first one is good decision and another is bad decision. How good decision influence the company business to maximize the profit generation, and how the bad decisions will impact to in case of you can say that in certain cases they most of the company are directly closed down due to this bad decision provided by the top level of authorities. In case of good decisions, a good decision may occasionally result in a unexpected outcomes. It is still a good decision if made properly. It is based on the reasoning, that is basically the logical and sensible way of thinking. And in case of good decision, it is considered all available data and possible alternatives. And the last one is it employ a quantitative approach that you have to calculate by analyzing or by applying some techniques, whether should be expected monetary value or whether should be loss get uh, criteria, or it should be in case of maximization or minimization. That quantitative approach should be applicable in case of good decision. Moving to the next one, in case of bad decisions, it is not. It is basically include not based on reasonings. As I told, in case of reasoning, that it is directly indicate the logical and sensible way of thinking. The next part is does not contain all available data and possible alternatives. If the data is not available, if you go for quantitative analysis approach, it directly goes to the wrong calculation, which directly lead to loss of business. The next part is do not employ a quantitative approach. So these are the 3 points basically include in case of your bad decisions. Then moving to the next type, in case of type of decision making, it is divided into two types. First one is strategic decisions, and the second one is administrative decisions. So in case of strategic decisions, especially reference to focus on issue of internal to the organization. What are the different issues related to internal part of organization? That should be focused. The next part is concern with goal and objective of the organizations. The next is selection of product and market mix. These are the basic examples. And the last one is decision making is done by the top level of management. So most of the strategic decision is made by the top level. For example, in case of Reliance Industries, Mukesh Ambani take the main decisions on provide the strategic decision regarding his product and services. Similarly, in case of Mahindra and Mahindra, in case of Aditya Birla Group, you can say that is Anand Mahindra is taking the crucial strategic decision for making the business. In case of Aditya Birla, that is Kumar Amangalam Birla is take the major decisions in case of your strategic decisions. The next part is administrative decisions. It is a link between operational and strategic decisions. The next part is deal with issues such as rules, procedures, reward system, etc. And third point is decision making is done by the middle level of management. Most of the cases, the administrative decision is made by the middle level management, and there should be circulate from the middle level management to bottom level of management, where the bottom level of management is responsible for taking or implementing this administrative decision into some profitable or you consider some reasonable outcomes. Moving to the next one. So these are the potential area or general approach by making suitable decision. Wide range of management decisions basically include capacity plannings. The next one is location planning. Then if the company is want to introduce new product, that should be goes to product mix. The next part is decision theory, also include in case of product and service designs. The next is equipment selections, and the last one is credit policies, special reference to finance. So these are the wide range of management decisions to be included. Moving to the next part, till that any doubt from your side you can ask. Anyone?
Sir, please show the previous slide.
Okay, fine. This one,
No, no, sir. After that, sir, the next slide.
this
Yes, sir,
one.
that one. Yes, sir.
Okay, you can ask questions. Actually, I know that maximum students are not attentive in this particular session, especially reference to online.
Sir,
Yes, Prithvi South. You are
sir, in the
absent since
administrative
around
process,
7 to 8 classes.
yes, sir. Sir, actually, due to a problem is occurring my till time.
Okay.
Sir, my question is, sir, in administrative decision-making process, only the middleman can take decisions.
Yes, yes. Most of the cases in the business world, the administration
Sir,
decision is implemented by the middle level, but they will take the prior authorization for the top level.
sir. Okay, okay, fine, sir. Fine.
Yes, Rakesh Maharana.
Yes, sir.
Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. Moving to the next slide. The next topic is structure of decision making. So in case of structure of decision making, the first one is decision maker. The decision maker referred to an individual or a group of individuals responsible for making the choice of appropriate course of action among the available course of actions. The next part is this decision making structure include or basic element include in case of structure of decision making the course of actions. In case of course of action, these are the alternative course of action or the strategy that are available to decision makers. For example, number of unit of a particular item to be ordered for a particular stock. But in case of your real world applications, if I ask the questions, what kind of strategy is implemented by Geo Telecom? Anyone? Which strategy is adopted by Geo Telecommunications companies?
Sir, first they provide service free and then they charge.
No. Pritam, you can tell the strategy name only. Which strategy is implemented by Geo?
So,
Yes.
so here the strategic decisions are taken in case of Geo.
Which strategy decision? Tell the name of strategy taken by Geo Communications. Because this strategic decision is made by Mukesh Ambani. Is it
States
clear?
of nature.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No mutual. Yes. Anyone?
Decision maker, no, sir. So,
Decision maker means you are just suppose you are going to organize a event and your decision is authenticated and that should be proceed by the other key players in the particular team. You are the major decision makers. Suppose you have to arrange a stage or arrange an event,
no, sir.
you will decide. That means you have to choose different alternatives in the form of strategy. In case of Geo made the strategy. That strategy name is known as destructive strategy. That means by implementing the Geo telecommunications, he does
Okay.
provide all the facilities in case of text, in case of voice callings, in case of data consumption, all are free for initial 3 months. And that strategy decision made by Mukesh Ambani. The next part is in case of Royal Enfield, what is the strategy? Tell the strategy name only. Anyone? This question belongs to boys only. Name the strategy used by Royal Enfield.
Sir, they focus on sir, masculine.
Course of action.
A course of action, that is the strategy. Course of action, that equals to strategy. My question is, tell the name of strategy used by Royal Enfield. No one. That strategy name is turn around strategy. That means starting from the reverse way, they have implemented, redesigned, rearranged all the components to increase the mileage and decrease the vibrations. That strategy name is known as turnaround strategy. So due to turnaround strategy in the year 2015, and this strategy is directly made by the CEO of that particular company. That CEO name is known as Siddharth Lal. He is the CEO, Chief Executive Officer of Royal Enfield, India. So he made the strategy. That strategy name is known as turnaround strategy. Turnaround strategy. Due to turnaround strategy, even he directly beat the world topmost two-wheeler company, that is known as Harley Davidson, in the year 2015. He has surpassed the revenue generation across the world. So why I am giving Sangram Sao, try to mute your microphone. Okay, moving to next one. The next one is state of natures, or that is known as outcomes. So event identify the occurrence which is outside of decision maker's control, which determine the level of success for a given act. For example, level of market demand for a particular item. That give a huge amount of demand impulsion from customer side to the decision maker. And the decision maker will take the decision regarding how to maximize the sale and how to maximize the profit generation. That is the most important thing. The next element is that is known as payoff, that is known as conditional profit value. Each combination of course of action, I repeat, the course of action are nothing but strategy. Each combination of strategy or course of action, a state of nature is associated with the payoff, which measures the net profit to the decision maker that occurs from a given combination of decision and alternative or events. The next element is payoff tables. For a given problem, leads the state of natures, that should be known as your outcomes, and set a given course of action. For each combination, the state of nature or course of action, the payoff is calculated. We'll show some numericals based upon the payoff tables. The last one is regret or opportunity loss. In case of opportunity loss, has been defined to be different between highest possible profit for a state nature and the actual profit obtained for the particular actions. That is known as regret or opportunity loss. So these are the few elements which is included in case of your structure of decision making. Then moving to next one, type of decision makings. So here basically three types of decision making include. First one is decision making under certainties. Second one is decision making under uncertainties. And the third one is known as decision making under risks. So I advise all of you just note down these 3 points because these are the most important thing in case of calculation of numerical. If you finish, just drop a text on chat box. Then I'll proceed to go for next slide. Okay. Shall I move to next slide?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Just a minute, I will take the pattern. Moving to next one. The first one is decision making under certainties. In case of decision making under certainties, when you have all perfect information, the perfect information regarding market conditions, the level of market, the product specifications. The next one is uh, the network or distribution networks that should be perfectly. These information should be perfectly considered for taking the decision making under certainties. So here, basically three techniques are used in case of decision making under certainties. The first technique is known as linear programming problems. The second is goal programming, and the third one is break-even point programming. So these are applicable for your product services, and if you go for product mix in a special market or in case of new product development, these are also applicable. These techniques, starting from linear programming problems, goal programming, and break-even point programming. Moving to the next part, decision making under uncertainties. So when you have no perfect information regarding market, regarding level of market, regarding the product, the sales information, the marketing, the promotion information. So in this criteria, the following techniques should be used. So that is known as maximax criterion. The next one is maxi-mean criterion, the Hodge-Lewis criterion, Laplace criterion, and minimus regret criterion. These are the techniques basically used in case of decision making under uncertainties. And the last one is known as decision making under risks. In case of decision making under risks, when you have data probable. So basically, in case of decision making under risks, the following techniques are used, that is known as expected monetary value criteria. The next one is expected opportunity cost criteria. The third one is known as decision tree, and the fourth one is known as expected value for product information. So these techniques are basically used when you have data probables that directly indicate the decision making under risks. So let's calculate from one by one. The first one is known as, that is decision making under risks with probabilities. Just note down the headings. I advise all of you just note down the headings. So under this, decision maker will take the decision while considering the risks. As you know, the decision maker will also develop the probability for various alternatives. So when they are basically follows these two methods. The first method is known as expected monetary value method, and the second one is known as expected opportunity cost methods or cost criteria. Did it finish? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's discuss one by one. So in case of expected monetary values, this method is required calculation of expected monetary value for each act using probabilities. I repeat, this method will require calculation of expected monetary value for each act. So here act means strategy, basically used in case of using probabilities. Moving to the next one, expected opportunity cost. So this method will require calculation of expected opportunity cost criterion for each act using probabilities. So here you have to calculate the probability in case of monetary value. In the second method, you have to calculate the opportunity loss by using probabilities. So here the typical example, just note down. Example, in case of expected monetary values. So here the example is given the payoff of 3 acts, that is A, B, C. The state of nature, that is P, Q, R. So I just correct this one. P, Q, and R. Just a minute. P, Q, R are given. The probability of state of nature are 0.5, 0.1, and 0.4. State which can be chosen as the best act. Just a minute. Re-enter this data. Okay, just when I will share the data in a particular format. Is the PPT is visible to all?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Just.
Yes, sir. Now it's visible.
It's not shared by me. Just a minute. Now it is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I just copy paste the example here. The payoff of three act, that is A, B, C, comma, the state of nature, that is PQR, are given below. Clear? So here I write, just a minute. Okay, the state of payoff are given. First one is A, this one is B. It visible to all properly.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
now it is clear. A, B, and C are there, and this one is known as PQ. Just a minute. P, next one is Q, and last one is R. Okay. So here I can write the probability for P, that is 0.5. Just note down 0.5. The probability of Q, that is 0.1, 0.1, and probability of R, that is 0.4. Yes. And in case of state, it is already given. First one is minus 35. Next one is 120. It's minus 100. The next one is, that is 250. Again, the next column, that is minus 350. The last one is known as 200. Next one, that is 550. And the last one, that is 700. These data are given in a tabular form. All of you just note down this data.
Yes, sir.
I repeat, the payoff of three act, that is ABC, is given, and the state of nature, that is PQR, given here. And in given 0.5, 0.1, 0.4. So you have to calculate the expected monetary values or choose the best alternatives. Clear? In this case, just note down on the data, just note down the EVM per or expected EVM per for A that equals to that is 0.5 into minus 35 plus 0.1 into 120 plus 0.4 into it is how much? Minus 100.
100.
Minus 100.
So if it is written for A, then why we have to choose the column B?
These are the state of nature. Na? In that case, if the probability is given, this is the basic rule of expecting calculating this one. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sorry. You are correct. That is 35 into 250. Sorry.
No, sir. 1 into 250.
0.5 into minus 35.
Yes, sir. So second
Okay.
one is 1 into 250. Yes, sir.
250. And the third one is 0.4 into 550.
550.
550. Just make a correction. Calculate this one. How much? What is the answer? Similarly, calculate in case of expected monetary value for B, that is 0.5 into 120.
Sir, 227.5.
227.5. Correct. Moving to next one, expected monetary value for B, that is 0.5 into 120, 0.5 into minus 350 plus 0.4 into 650. Similarly, in case of expected monetary value for C, 0.5 into minus 100 plus 0.1 into 200, and the last one is 0.5 into 700. Calculate each one. So Thursday, what is the value of expected monetary value in case of B?
Sir, 285.
Yes, 285. The last one,
Yes. Sir, solving, sir.
Sir, 250.
250. 250. So out of three alternatives, which one is highest?
285.
285.
Yes, sir.
585 is the maximum one. The bracket you can write, it is, this one is maximum. Here. So under that you can write directly write the alternative B. The alternative B is selected is 285. Is it clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's move to calculate another one. I can directly customize this particular table into another example.
सर ईवीएम फॉर सी 350 आ रहा है
सी कितना है 350
250 आ रहा है
यस सर
350 कैसे आ रहा है तुम्हारा
सर नहीं वो पहले वाला -50 को +50 कर दिया होगा इसीलिए आ जाएगा
इट इज 0.5
हाँ
into
हाँ हाँ
-100
यस सर मैं +50 लिख दी
ओके तो तुमको 0 मिल गया फिर ओके मूविंग टू नेक्स्ट वन
नहीं सर
here we have 4 probabilities are given in this data. This one is your D. Calculate percentage of n. Calculate the best alternative by using expected monitor value method. Try to solve this one. Try to solve. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
सर
sir.
सॉल्विंग
Solving, sir.
Real shadow is there. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Are you solving?
Yes, sir.
Sir, for A it is 12.1.
Okay.
सर इट्स 24.4
Which one?
A for A
It is 12.1, sir.
12.1.
12.1
Sir,
12.1, sir.
12.1.
Okay, I write this particular thing.
12.1, sir.
0.5. First one is 0.5 into how much? 10
10
10.
plus 0.1 into 113
plus 0.1 into how much? 113 plus
plus
0.2 into
minus 123
minus 123 minus 123 again plus 0.2 into how much? 102. Similarly, calculate the other. In case of B, it is 0.5 into minus 25. Then 0.5 into, sorry, 0.1 into minus 78. The next one is 0.2 into minus 56. The last one is 0.2 into 45. How much?
Sir, minus 22.5.
Minus 22.5. Calculate the next. In case of C, next one is 0.5 into 108 plus 0.1 into minus 27, 0.2 into 34 plus 0.2 into minus 132. Minus 132. How much?
Sir, 84.5.
84.5. Moving to next one, the last alternative, D. It is 0.5 into 112. The next is 0.1 into 18 plus 0.2 into 22. The last one is 0.2 into 90. How much?
सर सी का 31.7 आ रहा है.
Yes,
C
sir.
का
For C, it is 31.7.
31.7, sir.
Yes, sir.
31.7.
So D is sir 80.2.
So D, 80.2.
So which one is
Sir,
maximum?
80.2.
80.2. So here you can write the alternative D is selected, that is 80.2. Is your answer in case of expected monetary values. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next class we will continue case of your that is known as expected opportunity loss and other criterion or other methods. Okay. Any doubt you can ask. Hello.
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
No doubt.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
कौन
sir.
बोला